How do I begin? How do I start? Another collapse for the Colts to control their playoff destiny. Just like 2021, for us to get into the playoffs, all we had to do was beat the lonely one-win Jaguars team, which they beat the shit out of us. And this one, for us to control somewhat of our destiny, get into the playoffs, we just had to beat the 2-13 Giants, who had no wins at home this season, averaged 14 points a game at home this season, and our defense gave up a whopping 45 points and made Drew Lock look like a first ballot Hall of Famer who completed over 70% of his passes, 309 yards, 4 touchdowns, and another rushing touchdown. Our defense did not come to play, and oh my god, man, they converted on so many big and third and long plays. They converted all of them, to be honest with you. I know they were 7-13, but they converted on every third down play. And I believe in the first half, each third down play resulted to a touchdown to Napers, I believe Robertson, and Slayton. Are you fucking serious? The game we needed the most to control our playoff destiny, we choked. And this is why I always harped on getting veteran leadership in this locker room. Granted, I know DeForest Buckner came from the 49ers who were in the Super Bowl, but since then, they have not brought nobody in that had veteran leadership who's been to the playoffs, been there, and done it. Chris Ballard, I like the guys we have. You like the guys you have on defense? For some reason on defense, anytime you get an angle on this defense, you got us. You got us. And poor tackling by everybody. Everybody. I don't care if Zaire Franklin is the leader tackle in the NFL. You can say you're from Philly. You can say you're tough and all this. But, man, your defense, your unit got punched in the mouth and made you guys look soft. Soft. From top to bottom. Julian Blackmon, he's been having a horrendous year. The only person who's really been good in our defense is besides Buckner and Grover Stewart has been Cross and back. Think about Julian Blackmon. Like, you think like he will be a certified starter in a safety role, but no, he's been a liability. Kenny Moore was getting cooked. Why is not Latu on the field at all? I saw him like one play. Like, I understand he's a young player, but these are the reps that he needs to become better, and I barely saw him out there. Why? Our defense was fucking horrendous, and we couldn't stop the Malik Napers for nothing. 7 receptions for 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. Though, granted, he is a phenomenal player. He is great. Not taking that away from him. But my God, was he fucking cooking us. Every time Drew Lock was looking for him, it was automatic. Their connection was just on fire that day, and our defense was playing so far away. And I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, no adjustments. Gus Bradley, like, are you fucking serious? Like, the game we needed the most for the defense to just lock the fuck in against a 2-13 team, we did not. Get him the fuck out of here, man. I am over this defense. This defense is complete trash, and I'm okay with getting rid of everybody. I'm okay with getting rid of DeForest Buckner. Give him the opportunity to compete out there for a Super Bowl. Because as of right now, next year, it's probably going to be a complete viewable mode if Chris Ballard is fired, which he needs to be fired because his tenure as Indianapolis Colts has been horrendous. Every team in division has won the division twice at least. We have not won it once since 2014. Fucking trash. Our defense was disgusting bad, and it was just, like I said before, you made Drew Lock, at best, as the average quarterback. You made him look like a first ballot Hall of Famer. Truly disgusting. And, okay, at second half, I believe we scored a touchdown. I believe it was down 8 or 9 points. So it is what it is. At halftime, the kickoff, they return it back on the first possession for over 100 yards. Are you fucking serious? This team did not come to play. Nick, it was just like, again, just remind me of the 2021 Jacksonville Jaguars meltdown. I always will believe in having veteran leadership. Like Vinatieri, been there in multiple Super Bowls, helped us get over the hump. Like, you need that veteran leadership in the locker room. We don't have it. That's been there and done it besides DeForest Buckner. Our offense, after that first interception of the game by Joe Flacco, I was like, please do not let this be a Jacksonville meltdown all over again. Like, oh my God. Because Joe Flacco was trying to throw it away. And a great interception by the defender by the Giants. That was truly amazing. I'm not going to take that away from him. Because he tried to throw it away and he caught it somehow. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? But Anthony Richardson, what I thought he was going to play this game, granted he didn't practice all week. They were saying soreness to his foot and back. I was like, okay, probably resting week and play the game. But no. Once again, the Colts lie about the injury situation, and it's more severe than we thought. Back spasms. Why can't you just say that up front? Ever since the Andrew Luck situation, the Colts has been very, very bad at minimizing, trying to, lower the expectation of these injuries. When we find out later on that it's truly her more bad than it already is, like Darius Leonard, they saying the back situation wasn't that bad. Look at him now, career ending. He's not in the NFL no more. Andrew Luck ankle situation, that was bad than what we thought it was. Jonathan Taylor ankles a few years ago, it's not that bad. He'll be back out in a few weeks. Never came back. Like the Colts are really, really bad when it comes to telling us about the injuries. And Anthony Richards did not play this game, which was up to Joe Flacco. And I'm not going to put it on him because he did what he could, and he played a good game. Towards the end, it was pretty much over, and, shit happened. So I'm not going to put that on him. But he was 26 of 38, 330 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jonathan Taylor. Oh, man, how do I say this? Jonathan Taylor is a hell of a runner. Easily one of the best running backs at running the ball, top 5 in the NFL. But his hands are garbage. Especially in that 2-point conversion, which I believe it was a beautiful drawn-up play with Michael Pittman calling the screen, and he was going to throw it back to Jonathan Taylor for him to run in for a 2-point conversion, which nobody was around him, and he couldn't catch it. His eyes were looking down at that end zone, besides looking at that ball, and he couldn't catch it. And I'm like, yo, bro, his hands are really a liability on this pass-catching offense, which, he needs to step it up and, change that as well, too. Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman Jr. had their best games of the season. Both of them had over 100+ yards. Both of them had a touchdown, and they came to play, and they put this team in the back, trying everything they can to, make sure they don't falter this game, which this fucking defense played like complete shit. As a unit, everybody failed, and oh my God, man. It just sucks. Like, the Colts had an opportunity to control their destiny, and once again, they falter. On the Chris Ballard era, besides that playoff run with Andrew Luck and Phillip Rivers, what have we truly accomplished? Nothing. Just, at best, an average team. I like our guys. Never going out there again, that big piece player, who can make, a big impact on our team. Like, why didn't you address the cornerback situation during the offseason? Why didn't you not address, a tight end? Like, we need a fucking tight end in this offense. And once again, 3 out of 4 years, we missed the playoffs. 10 years, we have not won the division. Over 10+ years, we have not won week 1. I'm tired of it. As a Colts fan, I'm used to greatness, making it to the playoffs, having an opportunity year in and year out. For the past 4 years, it's just been average at best. And I think it's time to make a move. And this right here was another epic collapse in the Ballard era. Epic. And as a Colts fan, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of losing, tired of not being consistent, tired of, the lack of leadership in his locker room. It just from top to bottom, is trash. And Pat McAfee, he went off on the Colts, which was true. He's been there. He's been in the Peyton Manning era. He was there in the Andrew Luck era. He knows what it means to be great. And this team right now is not great. We're closer being close to the Giants than we're closer to being, one of the top echelon teams like the Eagles, the Bills, the Lions, the Chiefs. Like, we're nowhere near those teams. We're closer at best to the Giants, who killed us today. A 2-13 team. Who probably didn't want to beat us today because they wanted to keep the number 1 spot for the draft, which we fucked that up for them. That's how bad we are. We ruined the opportunity to have the number 1 pick, and that's how bad we are. But guys, comment below. Do you agree this is probably the worst meltdown in the Ballard era? And next week, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars for a hooray game. And I hope with this, before the next game, at least Gus Bradley is gone. Because right now, his style of play does not fit in today's NFL, and it was just bad, man. His defense did not come to play. It was truly horrendous. Their tackling was fucking trash, man. I know. I'm just going to saying the same shit over and over, but I'm just frustrated as a Colts fan. But guys, comment below, and do you guys feel the same way I feel? And until then, go Colts.